Yo dudes! Welcome to the best frozen vegan burger ever. It really is. We're making this with nothing but dry ingredients that you're gonna have in your store cupboard staples, so no fresh ingredients.
It's based around whole foods, so majority of processed fake meat burgers are highly refined foods, whereas this is using nothing but whole food.
It works great for batch cooking, so you can double up the batch, pop them in the freezer. We're gonna show you how to make this. We're gonna put it in the freezer. We're gonna take out ones that are frozen and show you how quick and easy it is defrosted. So here we go. Okay, so first step, we're gonna use the food processor. We're gonna put all the ingredients in together. It's really simple, it is. So we've got 1 tin of chickpeas, aka 240 grams, drained and rinsed.
240 grams drained and rinsed black beans or bean of choice.
So that's approximately 500 grams of any kind of cooked beans, whatever you have. We've got 100 grams of cooked couscous. We're using wholemeal because it's higher in fiber, so add that in.
If you want to make them gluten-free, just use brown rice, use quinoa, use cooked buckwheat.
Same quantity, 100 grams. We've got 60 grams of cashew nuts. We're gonna add them in. They're gonna give a little bit of body and a little bit of bite to our burger.
If you want to make them nut-free, just use sunflower seeds.
We're using 10 grams or 10 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. Use whatever breadcrumbs you have. What we'll often do is we'll have breadcrumbs frozen in the freezer and we'll just take them out and thaw them just before we use them.
Now to add our flavour agents. So we've got 4 tablespoons of Dave's dear friend, umami. Tamari.
It's called tamari, not umami, just to clarify. But thank you for the enthusiasm,
You could use soya sauce instead.
We've got 6 tablespoons of veg stock or water. This is just going to serve as a binder. We're going to add that in.
And now for our little powders.
So we've got 2 tablespoons of onion powder, in it goes, or 2 teaspoons of onion powder.
2 teaspoons of garlic powder.
We've got 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed. 4 tablespoons of rice flour. Use whatever flour you have. Rice just we find tends to work as a really good binder and is also gluten-free. We've got 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. We've got half a teaspoon of chili powder just to give a little bit of punch. Obviously, if you like it spicy, put in a little more. If you don't like it spicy, leave it out. And we've got 1 teaspoon of salt, finally.
Just make sure it's all in the blender or food processor. We're gonna put the lid on and blend until it comes together nicely.
Okay, so we blended that until it's smooth. We're gonna just take it out and pop it on the counter and then chop them up.
Just putting a little bit of rice flour just on the counter so it doesn't stick. So we blended these to leave a little bit of bite, a little bit of texture and a little bit of grizzle in them. Obviously, if you want them homogeneous and very smooth, just blend them for a little bit longer.
When you're making a burger to freeze, you want to make it nice and thin so that defrost's a lot easier.
Take a measuring implement of choice, coat it in a little bit of flour, in it goes. And there is one thin whole food burger. And when you do go to freeze them, just chop some parchment paper, pop it in. It just means they're not going to stick. You're going to that little level of extra detail.
Okay, so here's a box that I've taken out of the freezer. These are frozen burgers. We're going to show you how to thaw them out and cook them really simply.
So pan on high heat, medium heat. We don't want to cook this too hot because we want to make sure the heat gets to the center. So I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of oil.
And literally you can see they're frozen right the way through.
So we cooked our burgers for like 3 to 4 minutes on each side until they have a nice crispy crust. I've dressed our buns here and they go on top. I think it's all about the toppings to kind of make your burger, take your burger to the next level. I love a bit of gherkin. It provides a bit of acidity. I think in some places we call them pickled cucumbers.
We've got ketchup on the top, a little bit of pickled red onion, mayo and lettuce down the bottom, all vegan of course. Okay, so here we go. Best frozen vegan burger made from simply dry ingredients in the press, nothing fresh and great for batch cooking. This one's for you.
Yeah, see the good thing about this one is it's not too squidgy. Often kind of whole food burgers can just go really squidgy, whereas this one actually holds its body nicely.
Really tasty. That's banging. That'd beat a Big Mac any day.
Beautiful. Well, on fibre anyway.
Yeah.
Very tasty.
That's a really practical burger to make, genuinely. As we said, all ingredients from your store cupboard. Freeze great for batch cooking. Do let us know what you think if you do make it. Would highly recommend it. And,
thanks for watching. Bye.